from noon until 1 o'clock Central Time. Each day, we bring you engaging conversations, fresh perspectives, and stories that connect us all. Johnny and I would like to invite you to join us along with today's show guest, Kevin Besnoy from Tuscaloosa's One Place. He is the executive director for today's conversation. Pull up a chair, sit back, and relax. And now, without further ado, here's Johnny.
Well, happy hump day, everybody. Welcome to the noon show right here on FM 100.1. How you, Miss Sunshine?
Pretty good. I would like to wish Mary Carty and Chick from Northridge Fitness a happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, Mary. They're one of our favorite people. And
absolutely.
We enjoyed doing a remote out there a few months ago.
We did.
Had a great time.
I love that place.
Great facility.
It is the best gym in the world, you know.
Well, I was there at 6 o'clock this morning.
That's great.
It's really cold at 6 o'clock.
Was it?
Oh, goodness. It's very cold out there.
I was awake, but I didn't go outside till then. Until about 8 anyway.
I snuck over. I put my overcoat on, snuck on over about 6 and got a little bit of a workout out.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's good.
Good, yeah. I love my little treadmill over there.
I love that place. I mean, it's just
a
amazing.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a healthy place to be.
So many things going on already in our fair community, and it's already mid-January.
Isn't that something?
I mean, it just goes so quickly. But I was over visiting with my good friend Will Hawkins yesterday at Historic Tuscaloosa, and he reminded me of their Timeless Tablescapes project that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
It's Saturday, January the 24th, and on Sunday the 25th. It's over at Jamison Mansion.
Photograph, yeah.
And it's must be very popular. They did it last year, and we got some great feedback. Matter of fact, one of our friends, Carol,
completely
shout out Carol.
Yeah, she just has stars in her eyes talking about
it. She cannot wait to go to it. So what it is, it's exactly what it is. It's a tablescape event where you decorate and do these tablescapes and learn how to do them so you can do a fancy party, I guess. But anyway, January the 24th, Saturday from 10 to 4 or Sunday from 1 to 4. Tickets are $25 per person. They can be purchased at the door.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, well, I guess they would love for you to do it in advance. You can go to historictuscaloosa.org. And but you can purchase them at the door. So show up, $25 a person, and it is a fundraiser for Historic Tuscaloosa.
Well, it's a very worthy cause.
So everything is, like you say, win-win-win.
It is a win-win-win. I wonder if they give you instruction, like someone from like me who's not very creative, that kind of thing.
They do. They have some experts there. They show you how to do it.
Okay.
And you can walk away and go home or throw a party and do your own.
Learn something. And that's right.
Yeah, so shout out to Will Hawkins. We appreciate him. He's one of our best friends around here.
That's right. That's a way to help elevate your entertaining.
And we had a great interview with him yesterday.
That's great. So there's something today. This is at the Bama Theater. It's called Screenagers, the next chapter. I missed the first one. I may have to swing by to see this one. So it's Tuscaloosa Academy presents a community screening of Screenagers, the next chapter. Join us for an important film exploring the challenges today's teens face around stress, anxiety, and mental health in the digital age.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so the sequel is to the award-winning Screenagers, offers insight, science, and real-life stories to spark conversation and connection. So it's open to the entire community. Parents, educators, and students are encouraged to attend. And get a ticket just so they can have a head count.
Right. Bama does such a variety of things for the community. It seems like there's something there every day.
Yeah, so this is on Visit Tuscaloosa's website. That's the easiest way to do it. Just go
to Visit Tuscaloosa and look at they've got a great schedule. By the way, folks, if you're scheduling something and you want to be able to get it out to the public, go visit Tuscaloosa. And they've got their new website allows you to input your activity writing system. Very easy to do. So we around here at the Moon Show look at Visit Tuscaloosa.
I've got another thing I found on Visit Tuscaloosa. It stands on. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. TSO Tuscaloosa Symphony Orchestra. that's on January 26th at 7 o'clock. So it's a Bands Texas Symphony Orchestra. And just to get more information, just go to the Tuscaloosa website. That's on January 26th. Cool.
I think there's a second symphony going.
This is Huxford. Huxford. We love it here.
And another thing that we can talk about, we don't really talk about this major spotlight. That's our whole. That's One Mission Tuscaloosa County.
Yes.
And they are getting ready for the Big Homes Connect initiative, which is going to be Saturday, April 7th. First day starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. They're in the process of getting volunteers. We've talked about this before, but I got a chance to see the inside of it last year and go over this. It's an amazing day. What it does, anybody open in need, just folks that just don't have anything to want to do, just having tough time, just show up. Just show up. You don't have to push it, just show up.
Right.
And they have so many volunteers. They put one volunteer per person to work together like that. And they can get dental help, medical, legal assistance, food, clothing.
That's incredible.
Get a haircut.
Yeah, but so it's a lot of churches who get together to help
They
organize
do.
this one.
And First Baptist, of course, is a large facility, so they pretty much take up 2 floors. And they have all of these wonderful services. But what amazed me was one-on-one. Every person that walked in need
That is
had a
amazing.
volunteer
One-on-one.
working with them that day.
That's amazing.
It was very, very moving, I have to admit.
So
And
it's Tuscaloosa's One Mission who
One Mission Tuscaloosa County does it.
Okay.
And then that night, there's a big celebration.
Yeah, there's a benefit concert that's going to be at the Bama Theater. That's Harrison, McCullough, and Friends. So they're going to have showcase. This is again a fundraiser for One Mission Tuscaloosa, and they have Harrison McCullough's headlining, Ashton Aiken, Sadie McLean, and a few other people: Jimmy Heish, Andrew Harbison, Craig Edwards, Michael Robinson, and Gene Falls. You can get your tickets at bamatheater.org. And then again, that is on February 7th, and it's the same evening as the One Mission outreach.
So it's a
function.
whole day dedicated to helping those in need, and then everybody comes together as a community that night for a wonderful night of entertainment together. That's a great day.
That is a
great day planned. So One Mission Tuscaloosa County, kudos to you for all you're doing in our community.
I agree with that.
I saw something else that grabbed my attention, Sunshine.
Really? What is that?
It's another Bama event. I just saw it. I guess I've overlooked it, or maybe I just didn't see. It's called The Magical Music of Harry Potter. Have you heard about that one?
No, but that sounds like fun.
Well, I've seen Harry Potter. The music is pretty cool. And but there's an afternoon of Harry Potter, the magical music at the Bama on February the 1st at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I had not seen that one. You get your tickets at Tusk Arts, TUSCART, TuskArts.com.
Wow.
Interesting?
Yeah, that sounds very
Sounds
interesting.
like fun.
Tell me the date of that event again.
It's February the 1st. It's a Sunday.
Oh, that's coming up.
4 o'clock in the
That's
afternoon. It's just 2 weeks away, something like that.
Yeah.
Can you believe it's almost February?
Yeah, I'm just surprised I had not heard of that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just happened to see it. So
Okay.
I made a note of it because I want to look more into it. And, but there's so much. By the way, folks, Kevin Besnoy is standing here with us in the studio from Tuscaloosa One Play. And we were just talking, this time of the year is when a lot of nonprofits are kicking off a new year. A lot of them start the year.
Makes
And one
sense.
of the things every nonprofit's looking for, in addition to checks and cash,
Sure.
is volunteers.
Volunteers.
volunteers. And folks, if you want to get involved, if one of your goals this year is to get involved in the community, there are hundreds of nonprofits that need you. They need your talents, obvious resources, but they need you to help arrange things, plan things, deliver things, just all kind of opportunities to take care of the folks in our community through the nonprofits. So if you're interested in getting volunteering, first place I would go is to United Way.
Okay.
United Way is one of the better ones about finding ways to get people involved. Also, I would remind everybody, and I hope we can get them on the show sometime, the Nonprofit Council down at the Chamber.
Oh, okay.
They have a group. And so any nonprofit needs us right now, this time of the year. So get involved this year. Make this a community-focused year out there, folks. Let's get involved.
Yeah, sounds like a good way to start the new year.
I think it's a beautiful way.
You know, we got another event coming up at the Bama Theater. Our own Edie Hand.
That's right.
The genuine. Let me try to get the genuine Elvis concert. That's on February the 13th at the historic Bama Theater at 7 p.m.
This is a cool night.
Yeah, so Stephen DC are involved. They're going to have, what are they having? Having like a concert. They're having like a Q&A, that kind of a thing. And you can get your tickets by going to bamatheater.org.
A couple of pretty good names. Ronnie McDowell's going
Yeah,
to be
Ronnie
there.
McDowell.
He's a well-known country artist. And then Billy Blackwood, who is the son of the founder of the Blackwood Brothers. I think he's going to be performing.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Again, the Blackwood Brothers, you know, they're legendary in themselves. They sang with Elvis a lot.
Oh, okay.
And his dad, James Blackwood, is probably one of the most iconic names in the gospel music industry. And it's his son, Billy.
Yeah, remember Edie was in the studio. What was it, on Friday?
Yes.
And she said Ronnie McDowell for years. She said, what, maybe even more than 20 years, would look at her and put his hand on her arm. That song about older women. She said, so apparently I've been on anyway.
This is really getting a lot
I
of
love
attention.
that song though. Yeah.
You know, remember, Edie is a cousin to Elvis.
She is.
She's Ewing.
Yeah, her grandmother and Elvis's grandmother were sisters.
That's correct. And
Yeah.
she knew him. And
That's
I'm
right.
going, that's pretty cool.
That's
pretty
right.
cool.
Yeah.
So y'all want to check that out.
Yeah.
Town Square Media is real big partner with this. So
Yeah, Town Square,
we want to get
yeah.
everybody out there to come on and join the fun.
Yeah, Hand in Hand Entertainment and the Arts Council.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just go ahead and segue to break so we can come back with Kevin Besnaway. So guys, you've been listening to The Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be right back.
And that's what we do.
That's great.
That's what we do.
So many community events.
Oh gosh, what
Yeah.
You
There's
know,
tons
people,
of
yeah,
There
there's
are a
so much to
lot.
do here in Tuscaloosa.
there's not a time that doesn't have something going on.
Yeah. And so, how are y'all coming along with all of your programming and growing?
We we're having fun.
We are.
We're both involved in the new Tuscaloosa book.
Yeah.
I'm writing it. She's doing the narrative of the profiles that
Profile
will be
writer.
done, the profile writer. We're working on that. We've got an opportunity to expand radio presence. We've got an important meeting tomorrow on that we're excited about.
Yeah.
Trying to grow this show. Still waiting on a studio, which we don't think about much anymore. It will happen when I guess it happens.
Yeah.
Um,
I've just kind of given up on
We
planning anymore.
we were planning to go to 2 hours. We have shelved that. We're not
Okay.
gonna do
It looks
that.
like we're better off with the other opportunities, maybe. I don't know.
we're gonna see. But
Well,
we've
we
got,
don't really know until we know.
we've
that
got a
might not be
couple
true.
of another initiatives that some folks have really kind of encouraged us, and they're meeting with us. And, a couple of concepts that would take our show. One of them would take it statewide.
Okay.
If we can figure out how to do it. So yeah, we kind of got our hands
That's
full.
good.
Yeah,
That's
we're-
good. Well,
we're starting to
you
co-host a few things more.
need- Okay.
We're going to be co-hosting because she's been hosting Tuscaloosa Got Talent
I've been doing that since 2019.
2019.
I've been working with the show
for a long
longer than
time,
that,
yeah.
but
And
I've
so
been co-hosting since 2019.
I got
You got invited this
I
year.
got invited to co-host with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the boss was going to let me show up with her.
I love it. There you go.
But
There you go. Oh,
I,
that's cool.
I wasn't even the one that invited you. That was the lady in charge of the
That's
show.
right.
So yeah.
But you're an influencer. I know. But we'd love to do more of that. We like getting out in the community, as you know. We love doing that.
Mhm.
And
Well, it's nice, statewide. I assume then you would have people talking about events happening all across the state.
no, it's a little bit more targeted.
Okay.
We'll have to look at how
We know what we want to do. It would be a great benefit to the university if we can pull this together. It'd be a great benefit to the university, which is statewide.
Mhm.
Some of the things we do on the show now are geared to some things going on. So there's some connections there.
Mhm.
We just haven't worked through on how it might
Yeah,
look.
that's true. We got to figure that out.
The other possible media thing would be similar to what we're doing here, a little bit different format maybe.
Mhm.
But we kind of met with some folks just to explore, are there some possibilities, and they embraced us, which made us feel awfully good. And not only embraced us, they've encouraged us.
Mhm.
So we'll see how it develops. It's gonna take us
Yeah,
a little
fingers
while.
crossed. And when did y'all start this? I mean, it's just 18 months ago? Do I have
About
that
that,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The show actually went on air April 29th.
Okay,
So it'll be
a
2
little
years
closer
coming
to
up.
2 years.
2 years coming up in April. Lisa joined us in
May
May.
last year. Yeah.
And,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
so-
I love to brag in front of her or behind her back. I brag about her all the time. But since May, we've moved to a whole different level. I think our audience has grown significantly. I think the community is more aware of what we're doing. I think we've got a lot more followers than we even realized, maybe. But she brought some really new creative ideas that has helped us grow. So I can't remember when she wasn't with me. Seems like we've
good.
always been
We've
together.
always been together. Okay.
Welcome back to the Noon Show
Yeah,
right
welcome
here
back.
on FM 100.1. And in keeping with my contractual obligations, hello, darling.
How you
I'm
doing?
doing good. But anyway, thank you for joining us here on the Noon Show. We love you being part of the family and hope that you're enjoying yourself. We got a great show today, and we want to get to Kevin Besnoy from Tuscaloosa One Place, which we always enjoy.
Oh yeah.
This visit from Kevin. So we're going to get to him just as quick as we can. But I want to first talk about our wonderful sponsor, Bryant Bank. And I'm going to do something a little different today. I was by again today visiting with a couple of folks at Bryant Bank. And they've got a new publication that came out just recently. And I want to read something. I don't normally read things, but this is a new publication. If you remember, Bryant Bank was founded 20 years ago here in Tuscaloosa, still the only community-based bank here, but they're statewide now.
That's right.
And during times of November, December, they do a tremendous amount of charitable work and philanthropic work, nonprofit support. And they just published something called Turning Banking into Thanking. And it's a 20th anniversary edition. And I was visiting with my good friend Claude Edwards this morning, who I have tremendous respect for. What a leader he is. And he is the original founding president, CEO. And Claude and I were visiting this morning. We were talking about their community role. And yes, they're one of the best banks. Matter of fact, they were named the best bank in Alabama just a few months ago. But I want to talk about just briefly, and let me put my glasses on, because I want to read this, because I can't say it better than it's printed. When Bryant Bank opened, one of their core principles was to take care of their community. That's a basic principle. And it has grown. And if you go to any place where Bryant Bank is now located, they are truly a cornerstone of that community. Think about Tuscaloosa, how many things they're involved with.
You see them out. They're everywhere.
Everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Let me read something from their kind of values information, their core values. Bryant Bank was built on the belief that your community bank should be the cornerstone of the community, a place that makes communities stronger.
That was always part of their mission.
That's right.
Wow.
Where bankers know your name and volunteer their time to make things better.
I love that.
That is Bryant Bank in a capsule right there. Their founding vision is still alive and well. As a matter of fact, it's grown into a true core values. I walked in this morning, and one of my good friends has an office on the first floor. There were about 6 or 7 folks gathered in that little office together. You know what they were doing?
What were they doing?
They were planning their community work for the year.
Do you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of somebody I know who worked in a bank once upon a time, and part of their evaluation hinged on how much they did for the community. I don't know. Does that ring a bell with you?
Yeah, it does.
Maybe somebody named Johnny Rocket.
My very first job out of college, I went home to a bank in Decatur.
It was made very clear to you
And
from
the
what you
president-
said. Yeah.
President judged the new trainees based on 50% internal work and
50%
50%
community.
external.
Yeah.
That's right. So my point about Bryant
love
Bank,
that.
folks, if you want to be part of the Bryant Bank family and be a customer like I have been for 20 years and experience the excellence and the personal service, but even more important, be part of an organization that cares so deeply for the community that they do something for it every single day. That's the kind of bank I want to do business with.
I agree.
So go see them. Their headquarters is on McFarland Boulevard North. They got great accessible branches in Northport, up around North River, and in beautiful downtown T-Town. Walk in, tell them Lisa and Johnny sent you, and you'll get a lollipop if you want one. I brought 2 lollipops to Miss Sunshine today. And but go see them. They're an equal housing lender, a member FDIC. Oh,
You messed up, Johnny. You got to rewind.
let's go back.
Take 2.
Equal housing lender and a member of
FDIC.
Go see our friends at Bryant Bank today and get involved with a bank that truly cares every single day about who we are as
Isn't
a
that
community.
wonderful?
They're wonderful folks. They really are.
But back to the lollipops. You were talking about the lollipops one day recently, and who was it in the studio with us? Me and this other person were guilting you about talking about the lollipops, not bringing us lollipops. Who was it? I should share.
I forgot who it
I don't
was.
remember.
But anyway,
I'll share with Kevin and Axel.
I brought you 2.
Okay,
I
good.
brought you 2
Yes,
lollipops.
I'll share.
The one thing that, matter of fact, the young lady behind the desk that had the lollipops,
Mhm.
I said, "Where are the root beer lollipops?" She says, "Everybody digs in for those." And she
So
says,
it's a thing.
she's gonna get a box of them for me.
Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to our guest. So we are joined in the studio today by the executive director of Tuscaloosa's One Place, Kevin Bezoy. Kevin, welcome to the Noon Show studio.
Oh, y'all are awesome. Thank you. It's always a
Thank you.
pleasure to be here, an honor. Y'all do so much to not just for us, but the whole community, telling
Well,
and promoting what goes on around Tuscaloosa.
We
Thank
certainly,
you so
Lisa
much.
and I just absolutely enjoyed every moment that we got to participate in Tinsel Trail. What a great event.
Oh,
this
what
year.
a blast.
Yeah, it was awesome, and y'all reading the letters on the show and being a part of that, being out at the holiday market. It was special. It was a good time. It's the first time we had the holiday market. So the first time we had gathered those letters, we had in the past just been sending them directly to Santa, but y'all's willingness to step in and read them like that, and then creating that portal to get them to
That's
Santa,
right.
cut down. You talked about volunteering just a moment ago. It's a lot of legwork for us to get those letters back and forth, but the portal you created to get it right to
to
them.
make it super efficient.
That was super efficient for us.
Instant,
We
yeah.
appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
And we've I tell you what, those letters were wonderful. They were
Mhm.
delightful to hear, from the normal kids' letters, but there were some very inspiring, moving letters from even our college students.
Yeah, right.
It was fun.
The college students, sometimes the young people, they get a bad rap. Some of those people think that they're lethargic or not engaged, but it's quite the opposite. I'm really inspired by the young people today and what they have going on at Tuscaloosa's One Place. We're really lucky to have right now. We have 12 interns at our office who
Oh.
work, and
Oh, wow.
a lot of them come from the University of Alabama, some from other universities, and to hear what they're doing, hear their aspirations, their thoughts about the future, or thoughts about what's going on in the world, it really is inspiring. They didn't, the world that we're in, they didn't create it. It's the three old people behind the microphone. They just
That's a very good point.
and so what they want to do with it, the way they want to change it, the way they want to improve upon it, it is inspiring.
It will
It's nice
definitely
to-
be
yeah.
up to them at some point.
That's right. That's right.
That
What the
is
University of Alabama does, the kind of graduates that they produce to go out into the world and make a difference in the world, it's really humbling. It's inspiring.
Kevin, let's tell the audience. Let's do a little catch up.
Mhm.
Kind of give us, how did Tinsel Trail go this year? What was the final impact of it? Kind of give us an overview of how Tinsel Trail produced a really another great year for Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was amazing. It was an amazing year. Voted the 4th best holiday light display.
Congratulations.
So that in and of itself, that's sort of an umbrella statement to talk about how impactful it was, how beautiful it was down there. Every time I went, there were loads and loads of people walking the trail, out on the ice, engaged in all the different activities around Government Plaza. We had over 200 sponsors of trees and other displays down at the down on the trail. We also had all of those holiday photos with Santa, so you could see there was a record number of people who came down to the trail this year, and so it was nice. It was a nice community event. The weather was great.
The
this
weather
year.
was great.
The weather was great. It was cool, so the ice stayed icy,
Yeah.
but it wasn't absolutely frigid to where nobody wanted to get out and about. And so what it allows us to do now for the community is to turn all of those proceeds out into the community, to take those opportunities to engage families, to strengthen families, prevent child abuse and neglect, for us to continue our programming in ways that really strengthen not just Tuscaloosa, because that's where we all are, but really we're also have a presence in Hale County. We have a presence in Bibb County, Marengo County, Sumter
I didn't know
County.
that.
Yes, ma'am. And so we're able to take those proceeds, and it's not just Tuscaloosa that we benefit. It's really this area really that's supported by the United Way. All of the areas that the United Way supports, we try to get into those areas as well. So the community impact, the ripple effects of what goes on Government Plaza, it really is like throwing a pebble into a pond, and the way it ripples out across the whole community.
I just got a visual of that, but the whole thing, Kevin, it looked like a fairy tale.
Mhm.
I mean, the lights, all of it, but then you go up to the ice skating rink too, and you watch the people out there skating and the music. It was just beautiful. It's almost like being in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it was.
Really,
Well,
right?
and you know who does a good job? If you take a look at the Visit Tuscaloosa site, and you're spot on the way you described their impact. They do a really great job. They got a couple of drone shots you can of elevated up on the plaza to see everything going on. And you're exactly right. It looked like the introduction to a Hallmark, one of those Hallmark movies that you'll see on TV.
Okay, tonight, me, the TV, a cup of hot cocoa is what I'm thinking.
That's
In a
exactly
blanket,
right.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Kevin, and we'll go on to looking ahead to the new year, but is there any way to estimate the number of people that come to Tinsel Trail?
Yeah, we will meet with the Tuscaloosa city officials here in the next couple of weeks, actually, to start planning for the 2026 edition. So they're able to estimate the number. They have, I think, the way that they do some geocaching, and then the way that they mark the number of tickets sold for the ice skating rig. I know the previous year had been 50,000 visitors. And I think we're looking at much more
You
than that.
had crowds every time we were there.
Oh,
I mean, it
yeah.
was pretty amazing, but it did benefit the most important thing, and that's the work of Tuscaloosa One Trust.
That's right.
That's
Yes,
the main
sir.
thing.
Yeah.
But we're up against Brent, Mr.
Already?
Sunshine.
Oh, I didn't
already.
It caught me unaware. I was so into
Yeah.
what we're talking about. Okay, guys, you're going to stick around for more tea on the Tinsel Trail and everything. Tuscaloosa is one place. You've been listening to the Noon Show on FM 100.1. Don't go away. We will be right back. Usually I pay more attention to the clock. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But
Did you make your budget goals?
also,
Yeah.
I've been looking at this and
We
like,
did.
ooh, I'm ready for some chili.
Yeah, we need to talk a little bit of chili, don't we?
Yeah,
That does sound good.
I figured we talk more in depth with Kevin rather than do it during community spotlight. But
yeah, we met our budget goals. And,
Good.
And so that's important, obviously.
Oh, obviously, that's a major fundraiser for you guys.
It is. Yeah, it's our biggest fundraiser, and so all those kind of. It's the community spirit. I mean, it's an amazing thing.
But every time we were on doing what we were supposed to do, but just visiting,
Mm-hmm.
there was always good crowds.
There's always good crowds. Yeah.
Good crowds.
Yeah, there are always good crowds. I think that where we've gotten better is feeding the public on the information, reaching out to groups like y'all. So we had a meeting with Visit Tuscaloosa probably, let's say, around March of last year. Ask them, nobody's better than Kelsey, right? At marketing and putting things out. So if you want to know how to do it better, you sit with the best. And we sat down, we visited with her, just getting tapped into them. So
Was there ever a billboard in town about?
we didn't use any billboards. I think I don't know all of the science behind it, but the billboards are good just for the people who pass the billboard. And it's hard to push a billboard out beyond that geographic specific location. So we used other mediums, a lot of social media. We didn't do any ad buys in social media. So that's something that we're looking to do next year. You get a lot of bang for your buck with social media ad buys.
Are those expensive?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're very inexpensive. Very, very
Yeah,
inexpensive.
they're probably the most inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll see that as an option sometimes when I'm posting, and I've never.
Yeah.
I'm not a big billboard advocate, but with that said, next year when you're talking with the city can get free space on boards, on those big digital boards. That's free public service space.
I have to talk to.
And I'm talking about the big boards, the ones coming across the bridge, the one at 15th Street. Just like any other media, they have to provide public service space, and the city takes advantage of it.
I'll
So
talk
it's
to them.
free.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Noon Show. Right
Yeah,
here
welcome
on
back.
FM 100.1. Thank you so much for being part of the Noon Show family. And we're having a great day with our good friend Kevin Vesnoy from One
Tuscaloosa
One Place, if I can get that out. As you know, and if you've been around at all, they're the big sponsor of Tinsel Trail, which was such a huge success and did so much for so many of us who participated. What a great event that
I
was,
know.
all during the holiday season.
I'm excited to talk to Kevin about what they've got coming up next, y'all.
And they've always
Woo.
got good stuff coming up. So we're going to get back to Kevin in just a second. But before we do that, let's thank another one of our wonderful sponsors who we were by to see yesterday. And that's our friends at Hudson Pool Fine Jewelers.
That's right.
And as we try to remind you every day, if you want to put a smile on somebody's face, whether it's for a special event, an occasion, or just because, you go to Hudson Pool Fine Jewelers, where they take really good care of you.
Oh, for sure.
They're so good. Just like yesterday, they're so friendly, number one.
Yes.
They know what they're doing. They seem to make everything just work.
They do. I had taken a ring that I inherited from my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
It was from the 1930s. I didn't wear it today because I went to the gym, but it's black onyx, and it's this sort of
Beautiful.
rectangular shaped thing. So it's really long on your finger, and it's the same size as the other ring that I had on my finger when I walked in the door. They said, they had told me previously it was ready to be picked up. And so they bring the ring out. I said, I can't put it on. I can't get it on. And so shout out to Jennifer. She is smooth. This is apparently not her first rodeo. She holds my hand and she's like looking off another direction. She sprays something on my hand and just slides it on there. And I said, girl, what did you just do? It wasn't even squeezing my fingers. Just to calm me down, I guess. I said,
so
but what
good.
if I get it off? I can't get it on. I can't get it off. But she knew what she was doing.
They just know how to take care of the customers. I mean,
They
really
are so
do.
good at it.
And this will be their 41st year in business, folks.
Well, they've been there for a long time for a reason.
This
They know
is
what they're doing.
Another example of a locally owned, family-owned business who not only provides quality merchandise, exceptional service, but does so much for the community. How many charitable events do you go to where there's some really special piece of jewelry being given away because Hudson Pool donated it?
Oh,
I mean, they're the best of the best.
they are.
And so, folks, if you're looking for that special gift for that special occasion or that special person, go see our friends down at Hudson Pool, 1111 Greensboro Avenue in beautiful downtown T-Town, or you can go to their wonderful website, hudsonpool.com, and find the same beautiful merchandise, same great service. Matter of fact, you can order it online, and when they mail it to you, they've already wrapped it in that beautiful gift wrapping.
I love their gift wrapping.
So go see our friends at Hudson Pool. Tell them Lisa and Johnny sent you, and put a smile on somebody's face today.
For sure. So we've got Kevin Besnoy. He's the executive director of Tuscaloosa's One Place, and they've got something really interesting coming up on Saturday, January the 31st. You care to let our listeners in on what's going on?
So we're partnering is really sponsored by Black Warrior Brewing down on the Strip. It's a chili cook-off, and Black Warrior Brewing, such a community-minded group. Jason Spikes down there, he does a great job. He's a great brewmaster, but they always have great events going on, from their puzzle nights to trivia nights. And one of the things that they do every year for us is they host a chili cook-off. Now, last year it was judged by Justin Holt, who's over at Southern Ale House, and Brandon Pitts, who's over at Sugo. And I don't know who the judges are this year. I know I'm going to be one of the judges, but it's a fabulous event. You go, it's $20 to enter a pot of chili, and there's always great prizes for the winners. And then if you just want to show up and taste, $10 to taste. There's got to be about 30 or 40 different entries. So for $10, that's a lot of food. It's a lot of food. It's a great deal, especially at today's prices. And you know what? On a cold night, nothing like eating chili. That's kind of warm things up, warms your heart, warms the room around you. And so it's great. But what they do for us and allowing us to be in there to support our programming, he's always such a big supporter. We've been doing this for a long, long time with Black Warrior Brewing, and they're just a great place to go and grab a beer.
I love their beer is incredible. But I'm just wondering, so who's judging? This is a cook-off. This is a competition, right?
Yeah, I don't know who the judges are yet, and he probably is keeping that to himself.
You think they already have judges, Kevin?
They might. I don't know. I might have to reach out to them and see.
Chili cookers probably would like that inside.
Yeah, I know. It's always a little inside.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, kind of keep that to himself.
Sure, sure.
It's a great event, and so it's from 5 to 7:30.
Okay.
On 5 to 7:30 on January.
It's a Saturday.
Saturday night, January.
What if I wanted to enter, Kevin? How do I do that?
You reach out. You can contact Black Warrior Brewing.
Oh, how do I get it?
And we have their information. It's 205-248-7841, or you can visit blackwarriorbrewing.com, or you can call them and find out how to register.
And remind me again, how much does it cost for me to register?
$20 to register. So it's you enter, and there's a great trophy. They have a couple of different categories of prizes. There's an sort of a traditional category, a non-traditional category that they have. And but it's a great time, and I know this is sort of chili cook-off season.
Yeah.
So there's several around town. This is really the first one to kick off, so it's a good time to practice, to hone your skills, so you can enter all the chili contests.
And you could just show up for $10 and taste.
That's right. You show up for $10 and
I'll be honest with you, Kevin. I'm probably just going to show up and taste.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I don't know that I've got a decent chili, but I don't think it's competition worthy.
But you know what? But the way to think about it is maybe this year it's not, but the only way to get better is to start.
Yeah.
So if you think of it, if you take a 5-year vision, a 5-year view of it, you could start. Here's the time to start. You go ahead and enter.
And then hone your skills.
And then hone your skills, and in 5 years, you're a champion.
I might enter.
I want a trophy.
Mine would be unique.
Okay.
In that very, very seldom at these cook-offs do you get what's a true Texas chili.
Okay.
So, Texas chili doesn't have beans in it. True Texas chili doesn't have beans.
What does it have?
It's got different cuts of really quality beef.
Okay.
Sometimes a little pork, maybe a little bit of veal, but it's the spices that they use.
Y'all are making me
and
hungry.
There's no beans at all.
Have you ever been to Cincinnati? Had Cincinnati style
No,
chili?
I haven't.
No.
So Cincinnati style chili is some beans and some meat, and it's put over spaghetti.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a filler.
But a pure Texas chili, which is what I love, is really like 3 or 4 different cuts of beef. You try to get the best quality you can get, and the spices is what makes it so special. And I'm not a big bean eater,
Okay.
so I love that Texas. And you very rarely see chili without beans at any of these cook-offs.
That's
So
right.
it might be unique. You
And
know?
so what slices of beef? What are you using?
Oh gosh, I use everything from filet,
Okay.
sirloin, really good cuts of beef. Sometimes I'll put some veal in it. I've never done it. I've always wanted to put a little buffalo meat in it,
Okay.
and I think that would spice it up. And
That
be
would.
good.
Honestly, I
But
think.
it's the blend of the quality beef and the spices that make
Don't
it
you think
different.
that would be a really good type of chili to have over a hot dog?
You can have it over anything. I put it
Yeah.
over cereal. It's so good.
Cereal Johnny, oh come on!
All right, now that's in the morning. I want to hang out. That's for sure. Come in.
Kevin says I'm
I'm
down.
in. Just after you work out, right? You go, you hit
Go
your
to
early
Northwich
morning
Fitness.
workout.
Go home, eat
Go
your
home,
chili,
little chili
with
over my
cereal.
cereal.
That's right. That's right.
No, chili is just good on anything you ever
Well,
eat.
it's a good
I mean,
hearty meal.
oh,
It's a
gosh.
nice meal.
Do you make a good chili, Kevin?
My wife makes an amazing
Okay.
chili, so she does. She's a great mixture, a good little recipe that she puts together, and so yeah, she makes a great chili. I try to imitate it, but you can tell with the final product who's actually made it. And when the pot is empty, you know
Isn't
my
that
wife
the way?
made it.
That's the way. That is
Yeah.
the way of
That's
it.
right.
I'm tasting it right now. A nice hot steaming bowl of chili, and you put in some sour cream and some cheddar cheese or whatever it is that you want. Maybe throw. Of course, I love mine with a lot of onions in it. Oh, that stuff is good.
I love onions.
I do
We'll
too.
throw a whole garlic clove.
Oh, yeah.
Throw cloves of garlic and just
Yeah.
whole chopping up because it's sort of like finding a little treat. But that's just our
I'm
own.
gonna have to try that. I have not tried that before. But Kevin, remind us again when and where for
This
the
is
chili?
January 31st,
Okay, what time at Black Warrior?
5 to 7:30 at Black Warrior Brewing, right on downtown
Okay.
Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, right downtown.
And they have an amazing event space up top. So many people
Oh
come
yeah,
in
that's right.
and they think all they have is that that tap room space, but there's a
Yeah.
staircase
They do
that
have
goes
that space
upstairs.
upstairs.
It's a great event space. I know they use it for a lot of other parties and a lot of other events than
Yeah.
just the chili cook-off.
That's
Yeah, and
two,
if you-
2 weeks from this Saturday, folks.
Yeah, that's not long. So if you want to register, call them up 205-248-7841. We need to get to a break and we'll come right back with Kevin. Don't go away. You've been listening to The Noon Show on FM 100.1. Now I want some chili. I love those graphics. Whoever did that did an excellent job.
That sounds
His marketing person
goes all that.
is
I mean, it's
absolutely
great.
fabulous. I forget her name. It's she does a great job. If you take a look at if you follow them on Instagram or any of the other social media platforms, she has really cute, creative, short videos and messages that she's worked on with them. But she does a great job.
So what else where else do we want to talk about?
Let's talk about
One more thing.
let's look ahead for the year.
Okay, yeah,
And
that'd be
kind
great.
of Things
So-
you're working on.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the Father's Day event, that was where I first met you. So is that fundraiser event too? Or is
That's
that
actually not a
that's
fundraiser. That's
That's
just
a-
a free community event that we offer. So we don't charge anything. We have some people who sponsor it just to cover the basic costs.
Well, let's look ahead to the new year.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Mm.
Welcome back to the Noon Show right here on FM 100.1.
Yeah, welcome back.
Miss Sunshine herself and yours truly are just having a great time.
We are.
Well, we're here with one of our best friends and one of our favorite folks. And Tuscaloosa One Place is such a special, special organization that's been helping so many for so long and serving the needs of our families, not only here in Tuscaloosa, but throughout West Alabama. And Kevin Vesnoy does a wonderful job of leading it. We're going to get back to
Yes.
Kevin in just a second. And before we do that, let's thank one of our wonderful sponsors, Mr. Ken DeWitt. And Ken is a absolutely great friend to all of us around here. And he's just a highly effective business coach. And Ken can work with your business to help you get traction. He uses what's called the EOS system, which is Entrepreneurial Operating System, which is truly a process that he takes you and your leadership team through to help you get traction, to meet your goals, to understand your values, and put in place those strategies that make you more productive, more effective, and therefore more profitable. And every business wants to be profitable.
Of course.
And if you want to take advantage of business, real true business leadership and Ken's expertise, simply go to the website, which is, by the way, a wonderful website. A lot of information. I think there's even an assessment for your business on the website, I believe. And it's eosworldwide.com/Ken-DeWitt. Check him out. If you're a business from, say, 10 employees to 250, and you're looking for a way to go to the next level, contact Ken. He's the man.
He certainly is.
Knows what he's doing, doesn't he?
He does.
He really does.
He does. So, Kevin, I'm just wondering, looking ahead to the new year, what does Tuscaloosa's One Place have coming up?
So thanks for asking, because so many times people think, oh, you might just be event people, but we have a lot of great programming, and all of our programming is geared towards strengthening family and preventing child abuse and neglect. So across all of our programs, whether it's an after-school program, our teen diversion program, or our workforce development program, we're always working to engage the families. Some of the bigger things that we have, we're looking forward and in the middle of planning together everything for April. April is Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Yeah.
And so,
okay.
What does that mean? How do we go about it? It's not just a slogan. There are definitely things and programs and strategies that parents can have in their home, parents can do to prevent child abuse. And so that's what we do. So all during April, we'll have different programs and events to highlight. So for instance, we'll have a community baby shower. We'll have one here in Tuscaloosa, and I think we're planning for one. I know we had it last year in Demopolis because we have programming in Marengo County. And so we hosted a community baby shower where we bring expecting or new moms together. You teach them some parenting strategies those first few months. How do you create a routine at home? We talk about the importance of reading and early literacy. We talk about the importance of nap time for your babies, sleep time for them, but then also self-care for the parents. So we have that coming up in April. In June, we have our Fathers in the Park. And so one of the things that we do all throughout the years, we have the best actually fatherhood program in the state of Alabama. And that's funded through the Alabama Department of Child Abuse and Neglect Prevention, or many people refer to it as the Children's Trust Fund. And so that our fatherhood program is geared towards dads. How do you become a great dad? And sometimes the dad's role in the family is undervalued, but it really shouldn't be. Dads are extremely important. They have a very specific place. They have a very purposeful place in the role of the child and in their co-parent, whether they're married or they're not. And so a lot of our dads, we teach them how to engage with their kids. A lot of them are non-custodial status, which means they don't have custody of their kids. And so we teach them how to have that relationship with their children, how to have a relationship with the child's other parent. In June, we have an event called Fathers in the Park. It's always the Saturday before Father's Day weekend. Last year, and y'all came out to check it out. Last year, I think we had close to 800 people who came out in Snow Hinton Park. And it's a day to just celebrate dads. We're not looking to raise money. We're not looking to charge a fee. Our interest is just to celebrate dad's role in the family. So we have hot dogs, we have games. So that's an event that we have coming up in June. And then always, actually, we always have our after school programs going on. We have 7 programs here in Tuscaloosa County, partnered with Tuscaloosa County Schools. We have a program in Hale County at Greensboro Elementary School, and then another program at Sumter, in Sumter County at the University Charter School on the campus of University of West Alabama. But believe it or not, we're in the process of planning our summer programs for schools. So we'll have summer programs at all of those locations. And it's time to start planning for the summer is what we're doing. And so while it sounds like we might have a lot of events, just say through the Tinsel Trail or this chili cook-off. Really, what we're always doing is programming.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what the summer programs look like, Kevin?
They're STEM-focused summer programs, and
Oh,
so right, so
okay.
that's project-based, hands-on. What we do is we teach the students how to create projects, and what we really hope when they're creating a project. So, for instance, build a bridge, give them popsicle sticks, build a bridge. What we hope is actually that the bridge collapses and fails, because you learn from that failure. You learn the design
sure do.
process. You learn how to go back and test your thesis, your hypotheses on how you would build that structure and why it failed. And the purpose behind all of that is to develop these critical thinking skills. Kids are going to perform better on state tests. They're going to perform better socially. They're going to perform better academically if they know how to be critical thinkers. And that's one of the things that we need to make sure that we're teaching young people how to do, is to be critical consumers and critical producers of information, especially in this digital age. I'm certain that what's going to happen at the Bama Theater that you're talking about with, I think
Screenagers, yeah.
I'm sure they'll talk about the need to be critical consumers of information in the digital age, but we also want to be critical producers. What does it mean to produce information in a way that is appropriate? And so by being a critical thinker, we know that this is what the kind of kids that we're producing. And so our after school and our summer programs are STEM focused.
Mhm.
We'll take them on field trips. Last year, we all these programs collectively, they went to the McWane Center, but they also went to the Dolphin Island. They went to the Huntsville Space and Rocket Center. So Tuscaloosa County, Hale County, Greensboro Elementary School.
That's a nice summer schedule.
Yeah, and so mostly they're Monday to Friday, at least 8 to 12, depending on the school and the setting. Sometimes it goes from 8 to 3:30.
I know it's early. Can you tell us what schools they're going to be at this summer?
So now you caught me there.
Yeah.
So I know we have
Yeah.
we have programming at Holt Elementary School, Cottondale Elementary School, Flatwoods, Maxwell, Matthews.
Mostly elementary.
Mostly elementary. Collins Riverside is intermediate.
Okay.
Greensboro Elementary School, the charter school on the campus of West Alabama that's a K through 12 school.
It is.
But then we also have summer programming at in Tuscaloosa County at that farm that they have. And if y'all haven't had a chance to visit that farm, that I strongly encourage you to do that. We have summer programming where we work with the high school students who create then field trip opportunities for the younger students. So all of those schools, and I'm sure I'm leaving off a couple.
And this is going to be accessible to any
Tuscaloosa County. So you're within that school district. So for Tuscaloosa County students, it's available to them in the Tuscaloosa County schools, Hale County for the Greensboro Elementary schools.
And when you get to the time, I assume there's a registration process, and that usually starts when?
We'll probably start registering. In fact, I was just talking with Renee in our office, who's the director of our after school and summer programs. We were just talking about when we're going to get our registration. We'll probably start advertising to parents late March, early April. We'll open up registration around that time. We should by May. The registration.
Be sure and let us know.
Absolutely.
We'll bring your folks back on.
Absolutely.
We'll help start that process, because you're touching on a really, really important. During the summer, we need to keep the kids learning. Number one, they need to be engaged, and what you guys do is really, I mean, you are the one stop for families. And
and that's the way we were designed.
That's the way
you sat around the table 28 years ago.
That's the way you were designed, but you're delivering every day to our families, and we're so proud of what you do, and thank you for all you do. And you're providing exceptional leadership, and we're glad you're a friend of ours.
I appreciate being
Lisa and I appreciate you.
We definitely are,
We appreciate you. But Sunshine, we're getting near the end of another hour.
It goes so fast.
But let's do one more time. Let's remind, because the next event for Tuscaloosa One Place is coming up 2 weeks from Saturday. Can you believe it's almost the end of January?
Are you going to show up to taste, or are you going to enter?
I'm going to show up to taste. Mine's good, but I don't think I'm ready to enter into it. But that looks like a great event. And that's on Saturday, folks, January the 31st, down at Black Warrior Brewing downtown. And only $10 to taste 25 or 30
what a great deal.
greatest bowls of chili you'll ever want to.
I mean, it's the perfect time of year.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh.
gonna be good, and it does benefit our good friends at Tuscaloosa's One Place.
It certainly does. And so we're really out of time, but
Yeah,
I
we
wanted to
are.
let everybody know who's on the show tomorrow. So we have Dr. Greg Thompson from the University of Alabama. He's a professor of Alabama Materials Institute. And he's coming on as part of our Spotlight on STEM
That's
series
right.
tomorrow.
And,
I'm
again,
so excited.
another one of those wonderful centers of research and knowledge that's going on at this great university of ours. And this one's really important because it touches so many industries, so many economic elements of our society, and we always benefit from the folks inside doing the work at the university. We always benefit from those conversations. So you don't want to miss this one.
No, you're not going to want to miss this one. They study material science, and just so you know, material science is the field that studies how materials, for example, metals and composites, ceramics, and more, are designed, tested, and improved. So industries like aerospace, which we have in this state, shipbuilding, which we have in the southern part of the state, and automotive, sound familiar, can build stronger, lighter, safer, and more efficient products.
And
And now you're thinking about economic development.
That's
I can
exactly
just see it written on your face.
to all of our friends involved in economic development, we understand how absolutely essential this research
You're
is.
not going to try to bring that in conversation
Oh,
tomorrow,
no, I
are
would
you?
never do
Never.
that. We're
His
always
fingers are crossed
looking-
behind his back.
Always looking for ways to go to the marketplace with a new product. So
We're all three going to be talking about that tomorrow.
we
So
will indeed.
yeah, let me go ahead and close this out because we are slap out of time, guys. I just want to remind everyone, don't forget to spay or neuter your furry friends and keep those tails wagging with up-to-date vaccinations. This is Lisa Jones signing off for the Noon Show. But before we go, I'd like to wish everyone a splendiferous rest of their day. See you on the radio tomorrow. Woo!